Shall I start?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Definitely. Please go ahead.
Shall it can be an audible session, like it can
Yeah,
be a any,
yes,
yeah.
yes, you're audible.
Okay, guys. So I have done my bachelor's from pharmacy from जामिया हमदर्द. As you, I know बहुत सारे लोग आप जैसे नीट के लिए तैयारी कर रहे होंगे. I was also one of the NEET aspirant. मैंने भी नीट की तैयारी की थी, but unfortunately I couldn't make for it. So I got admission in जामिया हमदर्द on, in that time it was also on the basis of NEET. अभी भी NEET के basis पे ही होता है. How much score you have your NEET, on the basis of it you will get admission there in Jamia Hamdard. It's a reputed institute. After that, in Jamia Hamdard, it was lockdown period. I firstly, mera instance tha that I wanted to go abroad for MIMS. I had applied for Glasgow University, Scotland, and I was able to crack the exams of theirs also. But then I just made my mind, no, I'll be in India only. Then I cracked GPAT, NIPER, as you guys may be preparing for all the NIPER exams is coming on. Many of you must have cracked GPAT also with a very good rank. After that, I got NIPER also, but during the same instance, I got AIMS Delhi. That was a turning point in my career. That I had to choose between NIPER and AIMS. Okay, so I paid for the annual fees in the NIPER. My parents were like, we were packing the bag, everything was done. The AIMS exam which I gave, it was just like MA दे दिया, because it had only two seats. ठीक है. On the day just जब मैंने एम्स एग्जाम दिया था, तब मेरा BHU का एग्जाम भी था. आई होप यू गाइज नो, BHU बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी भी अपना एग्जाम कंडक्ट करवाता है, वो वहीं जाकर होता है. ऑन द सेम डे मेरा ICT मुंबई का एंट्रेंस का रिजल्ट भी आया, विच वाज आल्सो अ पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट. तो बहुत सारी चीजों में जब चूज करना होता है ना गाइज, या तो कभी किसी के पास कुछ भी नहीं होता. ये भी एक एक जर्नी होती है कि या तो किसी के पास बहुत कुछ होता है, उसको चूज करना होता है ना व्हाट टू डू, बिकॉज आपकी एक चॉइस ना आपका फ्यूचर डिसाइड करती है. अगर वो चॉइस गलत हुई ना, तो यू विल रिग्रेट ऑल ऑफ योर लाइफ. बट याद रखिए, वो चॉइस सिर्फ आपकी होनी चाहिए, वो किसी प्रेशर में नहीं होनी चाहिए. ना पीएस प्रेशर, ना पेरेंट्स का प्रेशर, ना रिलेटिव्स का, ना आपके ग्रुप, सॉरी ग्रुप का प्रेशर, ना आपके टीचर्स मेंटर्स का प्रेशर. वो सिर्फ आपका डिसीजन होना चाहिए. देन आई डिसाइडेड कि ओके, मैं एम्स दिल्ली की तरफ जाऊंगी. जबकि आई एम गोना टेल यू गाइस, दो चीजें होती हैं इसमें. जब हम बी फार्म करते हैं, उसके बाद हम सब सोचते हैं कि एम फार्मा करना है. ठीक है. अब ना तीन तरह के कोर्सेज होते हैं गाइस बी फार्म के बाद. एम फार्मा, MS फार्मा, MSc. ये तीनों ही अलग हैं. इंडिया के अकॉर्डिंग देखें ना गाइस, तो इनमें जमीन आसमान का फर्क है. मगर अगर हम यही बाहर देखें, तो बाहर एम फार्मा जैसा कुछ नहीं होता. ये इंडिया की अपनी बनाई हुई डिग्री है एम फार्मा. बाहर होता है MS फार्मा या MSc. ये इंडिया की इंडिजीनियस डिग्री है एम फार्मा. ठीक है. तो एम फार्मा, MSc, MS फार्मा, ये तीनों बाहर के अकॉर्डिंग एक जैसे हैं, इंडिया के अकॉर्डिंग डिफरेंट है. वो आपको मैं आगे बताऊंगी अगर ये सेशन चला कि अगर हम देखें तो एकेडमिकली भी डिफरेंट है, और जब आप कंपनीज में जाओगे उनके लिए भी डिफरेंट है. जब क्वालिफिकेशन आता है ना गाइस, कोई गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम निकलता है नाइपर का, तो वो सीधा मांगता है या तो एम फार्मा हो या MS फार्मा हो. MSc बहुत बार इंक्लूड भी नहीं करता. आप कितने जैसे फार्मेसी कॉलेजेस है, उसमें भी MSc शायद नहीं होती. कितनी बार तो उसमें MS फार्मा भी नहीं होती. दे जस्ट गो फॉर एम फार्मा. जो ऐसे कॉलेजेस होते हैं, प्राइवेट होते हैं, जिनको नहीं पता होता. तो बहुत सारे डिफरेंस होते हैं. देन आई चोज, ठीक है नाइपर, कोई बात नहीं. इट वाज वन ऑफ माय ड्रीम नाइपर विच आई गॉट. आई वॉज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दैट नाइपर सिंस 6 months एटलीस्ट, कि मुझे यही नाइपर चाहिए, बिकॉज मेरे सीनियर इस नाइपर में थे. बट देन गॉड के कुछ और प्लान्स थे, सो आई गॉट एम्स दिल्ली. देन आई वेंट देयर. चीजें बिल्कुल अलग थी, डायनामिक्स बिल्कुल अलग थे. ठीक है. हम बी फार्म करके आए थे. बी फार्म में हम सब इतना नहीं पढ़ते हैं. लैब्स के नाम पे बहुत कम होता है कि हम लैब में जाएं एंड कुछ अच्छा प्रोडक्टिव करें. और मतलब इट वाज, जो बी फार्मा होता है ना guys, वो टोडलर फेज होता है. उसमें आप ना बच्चे ही रहते हो, वो 11th 12th से निकले हुए. कॉलेज में कैंटीन में मजे कर रहे हो. बहुत कम होते हैं जो स्टूडियस होते हैं, 1 या 2%. या बहुत कम होते हैं जो क्रिएटिव होते हैं. ठीक है. कुछ होते हैं जो अपना लाइक ग्रुप बना लेते हैं कि चलो ये एक्टिविटीज करते हैं, लाइक आईपीजीएसएफ वाली एक्टिविटीज, बहुत सारे कुछ ऐसे भी होते हैं जो क्रिएटिव होते हैं। अब जब आप एम्स में जाते हो ना, उसमें चाहिए होते हैं स्टूडियस भी। स्टूडियस तो बाय डिफॉल्ट आपको होना ही पड़ेगा, बिना स्टूडियस हुए आपका काम नहीं चलेगा। पर आपको क्रिएटिव भी होना पड़ेगा। यू कांट बी लाइक ऑलवेज बुक वर्म, ठीक है। ठीक है, जैसे ही एंटर हुए, देन क्या हुआ, सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन, व्हाई डिड यू चूज दिस कोर्स इफ यू हैव अ प्रोफेशनल डिग्री। गाइस ये ध्यान रखिएगा, बी फार्म इज अ प्रोफेशनल डिग्री, इट्स नॉट लाइक आपकी जनरल अंडर ग्रेजुएट डिग्री नहीं है। तो यू गाइस शुड बी प्राउड, इट्स अ प्रोफेशनल डिग्री, इट्स अ 4 ईयर कोर्स डिग्री। मैं मानती हूँ कि हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने इस डिग्री की धज्जियां उड़ाई हुई हैं, इन अ कॉमन वे कुछ नहीं रखा। डिप्लोमा एंड बी फार्मा में से आज के टाइम पे डिप्लोमा को ज्यादा प्रेफरेंस दी जाती है इन गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स। आई एम टेलिंग, जो गाइस आपका एम्स सीआरई होता है, तो उसमें मेनली एम्स, एक्सेप्ट एम्स दिल्ली अभी तक, तो मेनली एम्स ने क्या किया हुआ है, डिप्लोमा को टिक करा हुआ कि ओके डिप्लोमा वाले एलिजिबल हैं, बी फार्म वाले आर नॉट एलिजिबल फॉर इट। आई विल नॉट बी सरप्राइज कि ये भी एक ना एक दिन ऐसा कर देगा। सो आई नो वहां पे जरूरत है बी फार्म को खड़े होने की, चाहे वो हमारा पे लेवल हो, वहां पे भी है। बट व्हेन एम्स दिल्ली के प्रोफेसर्स ने पूछा कि इफ यू हैव अ बी फार्म डिग्री, why you choose to come for MSc, because it is MSc medical pharmacology, it is not M pharma या MS pharma, it's a very generalized degree, okay guys. So I was like, I just came but just see the brand name, it seems Delhi, and they were like okay, ये था, ये हर बच्चे के दिमाग में होता है, इट्स नॉट अ वेरी अनकॉमन थिंग, ठीक है। देन वहां का क्या होता है सेमेस्टर का, लाइक एम फार्मा वी हैव 4 सेमेस्टर्स, ठीक है। मास्टर्स के आपके 4 सेमेस्टर्स होंगे, सेमेस्टर 1 2 सेमेस्टर 3 सेमेस्टर 4, आपके एग्जाम्स होंगे, हर सेमेस्टर में एग्जाम होंगे आपके। और ऐसा भी नहीं है कि पास कर देंगे, फेल भी कर देते हैं। मेनी ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स गॉट फेल्ड, इवन आई वॉज ऑल्सो फेल्ड इन वन ऑफ सेमेस्टर में। एक एग्जाम में मैं भी फेल हुई थी, मैंने दोबारा दिया था, बहुत आराम से आपको।
Vanshika ma'am, sorry to break your
या
flow. I have a request from the other meet because there are a lot of people from Tamil Nadu, Hyderabad in that meet. Can we have it more in English if that's possible? Yeah,
yeah, sure.
thank you
Okay.
very much.
So I was also failed in one of the semester's exams. So I was like, okay, my senior just guided me. Okay, it's okay if you have been failed. It's okay. It is very usual here. Okay. Then there was a choice for me that whether I wanna go my thesis for clinical or preclinical. Then I chose like, okay, I'll go for preclinical because
Ma'am,
in yeah.
this you are saying for masters, right?
And this is for masters. I'm just talking about whole my journey, like from
Yes,
BPharm.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Carry on.
Okay. So I chose preclinical. If you guys have just fear of rats, rodents, and pigs, and because you have to, undergo all these things, you have to cut at least thousands of rats in your whole masters. It's very common. Okay, and hundreds of pigs. It's not that huge pig. It's a guinea pig I'm talking about. Many of you have to do surgery of rabbits also. It's very common there. And if you have fear of this things, then don't go for this degree, I'm telling you. Because if you'll go for in your thesis for clinical, it's not of that much use. Okay, if you'll go for preclinical, because preclinical in this, it is very precise. You will have a skills of hands, how to handle the animals, how to do their surgery. I had a thesis on a cephinamide stroke surgery. I was very much efficient in stroke surgery of rats. Okay, so in AIMS only you will have exposure of everything, MRI of rats, of animals, even CT scan of animals, everything. You'll be get exposure of not only one field, that is pharmacology. You'll get exposure of anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, ocular. You will There would be an integrated research. You will not be under one department or one guide. You will be under 10 or 20 guides, and your thesis will be integrated. You will have an exposure of interdepartment dynamics. Okay, then you will have your masters, you'll complete your thesis. It's now you will get an option in AIMS. Now you'll not be like been to only AIMS Delhi or India. You will get exposure that you can go abroad after doing MSc. Okay, because your guide have good communication with the teachers of abroad, with from a very good universities also. So and your papers can go there, you can visit also there during the masters also. You can have the research thesis, and you can present them there also and abroad. So now you have undergone your masters. Then there will come a time when you'll undergo your for your PhD entrance. This is the turning point, because now the PhD entrance is not very simple. It combines of three stages, guys. Three stages. Stage one is of your aptitude English. That is maybe of 30 marks, and it will comprise of 40 minutes. Okay. Then stage two, that will be the subject. It comprises of 40 marks and 50 minutes. Collectively, stage 1 and 2 will be combined, 90 minutes, 70 questions. Okay, and that is not going to be very simple, because the people who set the papers are not non-medico, they are medicos. Okay, so that kind of questions I've seen, and I've been seeing in the recent years, the kind of questions they're asking in the exams are very situational, case study basis, very research methodology based. In your masters and in your B farm, you're not exposed to that questions. That's a term called research methodology. Mainly questions are from that. Okay, these questions will not be done from Sparsh Gupta, and these Sparsh Gupta books are till masters only. Okay, then stage three, the realistic stage. It will be an interview based. A panel of professors would be there, not from a single branch, guys. They are from a multi-branch, like some from biochemistry, some from anatomy, some from physiology, some from biophysics, some from medical pharmacology, yours branch only. So the head of the department would be in front of you. They'll ask questions. They'll ask you why you want to join this course. These are all other criteria that will face that time. But it will pass. It's not like very tough. The toughest part was to clear the stage one and stage two. That would be multiple choice questions. If you've been in the two or three persons, because for medical pharmacology only two or three seats would be there, and usme bhi, and that also they would be separated. If you have your scholarship, it's government on scholarship. If you don't have your own scholarship, then you have to try ki is there any professor who want the scholars, who can give the money to scholars to complete their PhD. So as we all know, PhDs of 5 years, maximum 5 years. The tenure can be extended to 6 months. It depends upon your academic journey. After that, in PhD also there. First of all, guys, I know you guys all are not from pharma background, and if you guys are from pharma background also, you guys don't have to select only medical pharmacology. Sorry, PhD in pharmacology is an option. Okay, you have multiple options also, like PhD in anatomy, PhD in biophysics, PhD in biochemistry, PhD in physiology, PhD in biochemistry. You have multiple options. I'm telling you, there are 30 branches of PhD in AIMS Delhi you can opt for. 30 branches. And one of the branches, medical pharmacology, it will enhance your career, like, because if you have B Pharm, then masters in pharmacology, then this. But if you're not interested in pharmacology anymore after master, then it's okay, don't go for it. Go for biochemistry. It is also a very good career option. You have 30 branches. Stem cell is also a branch for you. Okay. So there are 30. It can be more than that if I'm not wrong, but in my turn it was 30. I chose this because I had interest in that. Okay. Now you came in PhD. You become a scholar. Okay. Now it's not like you will start earning, you'll guess, you will have your stipend. Not like this. If you have your own government on scholarship, then you will. But if you don't, then you'll be purely dependent on your guide. Okay, and that should be a then guide and student scholar relationship that you have to maintain a cordial relationship for 5 years. That is quite tough, but it's quite interesting. It's a very adventurous journey. So, if side by side you can do something of yourself, you can write your thesis, you can be a medical writer, like any, if your guide permit, if your guide gives you time. And in PhD, I'm telling you, go for the preclinical one only. If you're preclinical, not go for the clinical one, because in preclinical you get your some hand skills, you get some instrumentation exposure. In clinical, it is very simple. You go to the OPD or IPD, you just see the patients and observe the patients. Just include your patients in your thesis. Like, this is my PhD thesis is on cancer, on breast cancer. I'll just see the patients. I'll just include their OPD reports ever. So that would be not that much learning. But in preclinical, you will learn a lot. There are lots of machines. There are lots of exposure. Not even in AIMS Delhi, outside also, you guys can recommend you that you can go and learn outside the campus. There are many other reputed campus which have an association with AIMS Delhi. For example, IIT Delhi, we have an association with IIT Delhi also. You can learn from there also. Machine learning you can learn. We have a separate domain in which medical pharmacology is related with machine learning too. So in PhD, it's not like ideally you'll come, sit, read, write, research, nothing like that. You would have undergone classes regularly, guys. People, there would be seminar classes, there would be journal clubs, there would be systematic classes, there would be the research methodology classes. So you would be presenting to at least 50 of in front of 50 of students your daily classes. And in that 50 students, there will be professors of AIMS Delhi also, sometimes some guest lectures or lecturers also. So it will be a journey where you will learn a lot. There's sometimes you'll feel breakout at what the hell is going on. Sometimes you'll feel be insulted, but sometimes you'll feel be proud of yourself that how much I have grown from this to this. So this is gonna be a 5 year journey. Abhi to, I mean, I am also learning. I'm also the learning phase. I'm also be selecting my topics for the thesis. It's a roller coaster journey, I must say, but it would be fruitful after 5 years. You guys may go for the postdoc also after that, or you can do the postdoc here also. Guys, one more thing: if you after masters, if you have a CSIR, a JRF exam, you've cleared these exams, DBT exams, or any other national level exams after masters, you will get an edge of 5 or 10% in your PhD entrance exam over other students. This is an edge for you guys. So this is the thing. Any questions?
Yeah. Yes. From the other meet, there's one question. Ma'am, have you done your master's in pharmacology or some other subject?
I've done my
By
masters in medical pharmacology.
okay, on medical pharmacology. Okay, Chirag, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody
Ma'am, may
else?
I ask?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I would like to ask that why did you choose MSc over MS Farm or M Farm? Is there any specific reason?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Sachin, you're not audible. Uh, uh, just a minute. Vanshika ma'am, there's one question from the other side of the meet. We can take up those questions as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sachin, please go ahead. You were not audible to ma'am. Yeah. Now you're audible to him.
Okay. May I,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, ma'am. I would like to ask that why did you opt for MSc over MS Farm or M Farm? Though they were the most reputed courses and the most hyped courses after B Farm.
I know they are hyped. You yourself said they're hyped courses. Hyped. It is being done by us only. Okay, Sachin. Look, I compared it with Niper and AIMS Delhi. Where will I get the more exposure? Where will I get the more, reputed professor? I know Niper also has reputed professor, but AIMS is since 50, like 60 years, it is being here in India, and it is one of the reputed institute of the world ranking according to the world ranking. So I was not, I don't want to be under only the pharma peoples. I just want to get exposure of all the departments, not only the pharma one.
I hope
So,
Sachin
ma'am,
that yeah. Please go ahead.
yeah, sir, please carry on.
No, no. Please ask your question. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, ma'am, does that mean that you are already clear before, just after your B Farm, that what would you like to do
No, no,
after your
no.
B Farm?
Like you guys are unclear. Many of you, I was also unclear. I had a very good GPA track according to me. I could easily get a good college here. I also get a decent rank in NIPER. Accordingly, I got my dream NIPER. Uh, After that, suddenly I paid the NIPER fees. It means I was very clear to join that NIPER in pharmacology only. I wanted to join that NIPER. I was very clear, but I wrote the AIMS exam. It had only two seats. When you know na in your head, okay, it is only two seats. Okay, just write the exam na, like just like that. I didn't had any idea that it I got rank in that, and we were just about to go to the that NIPER for other admission जितनी भी fees थी. After that, I just got a call from one of my colleague that Vanshika, you just cleared the exam with a very good rank, that AIMS Delhi exam. Then there was like hustle and bustle in my mind. What to choose? In fact, I had a conversation with the director of NIPER, which I was about to join, and director Murthy, with the
Yes,
director
EOSN
sir,
Murthy.
and he was, yeah, so he was like, it's up to you. He just gave me the pros and cons of both the institutes. One of my cousin, Dr. Priyanka Bajaj, Naipur, Hyderabad, में associate professor है. I had a conversation with her also that what to choose. So after all these things, I decided I'll opt for AIMS Delhi, MSc Pharmacology. I know the pros and cons of both, but at last you have to decide for yourself. It should be a personal decision. It was a personal decision. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
that's really good, ma'am. I just have two more questions to ask. May I?
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
go ahead. Please ask.
Ma'am, first of all, there is not that much of knowledge. Like, what do we guys actually need to go after our B Farm? Um, and the way our faculties or the uh, people in the social medias, or they usually present that PhD is like a lot to study. And uh,
Yeah.
is there any way that we can earn money as well? Hope you are understanding, ma'am, what I
During
mean
your
to ask.
PhD, I
Or
know.
after
In today's
PhD, like,
generation,
is there any stable career after that in terms of money?
why
Because
not?
ultimately, that's the
Why
whole
not?
thing.
I know. Money is the and in the end, we all need money to survive in this
Hmm,
world.
hmm.
And nobody asked degree you have done. Everyone asks how much you earn. This is the basic question everyone asks, right? Nobody asks whether you
Absolutely,
have
ma'am.
done MBA, whether done anything. Everybody would ask how much you are earning, what's your package. Okay, and in pharma field, if you're doing a job, a 9 to 5 job, I know you wouldn't earn that much. Whether somebody in IT sector, they would be earning in crores. That's a very common thing in pharma sector. Is like that only. People doesn't pay much because our population is so much that be assistant professor in a very good pharmacy
Your voice
college.
is breaking, ma'am.
You can opt. Okay, is it
Yes.
audible right now?
Yeah, ma'am, it is.
Am I audible? Okay.
Yeah,
After
ma'am, yeah.
PhD, during
Please
the
go on.
PhD, you'll get your JRF. During the PhD, you'll get your stipend money that will be around 45,000. Okay. You
Yes,
after
ma'am.
the initial 2 or 3 years you'll get 45 to 50,000. After that, the last 2 years you'll get around 55 to 60,000. Okay, this is the money that institute will provide you, that your whatever you will opt, whichever institute you'll opt, that will provide you. Okay, alongside you can also go for medical writing. Okay,
And
after
this is during
PhD,
PhD, na, ma'am?
you this is the during PhD. You will not be like empty
Okay.
handed during the PhD. You will have something in your hand. You can go for as a medical writer during the PhD, also as a part time job, as freelancer. Okay. Apart from this, after PhD, you can go for postdoc, right? In postdoc also, you will also learn. You will also learn as well as earn. You can also go for RA, research associate. After PhD, I'm telling you. also you just apply for as a job assistant professor in some pharmacy college. In AIMS Delhi also we have seats. As we all are non-medical background, we haven't done MBBS MD. Okay, we all are basically from non-medical background. So AIMS Delhi or many other AIMS have seats of for AP, assistant professor, associate professor, and professor for non-medical, so that we can apply for that. So we can teach in AIMS, also AIMS Delhi or any other AIMS, as a AP, assistant professor, and then after promotions, you we can become professor there after PhD only. No, and the most unique scientist. There's a position in AIMS Delhi of scientist. After PhD, you can apply for that. AIMS in yeah. One more thing. MSc plus 5 years experience. After that, also you can apply for that. That job is very nice. Pay level uska, well, the pay level of that is mainly 11 or 12. It's a very decent job. You have a decent workload bhi itna nahi hai, it's not like that much, so it's good as a scientist position. In scientist also there is a things like scientist A, scientist B, scientist C. So according to your qualification, you'll just see for which thing you are qualified. Scientist A, scientist B, scientist C. In ICMR also you can opt as a scientist, in AIMS also, and in many other reputed institutes of India.
There's one question from
So,
Simran Panda. What was your project, ma'am? Master's project.
uh, it was cefinamide. There's a drug you guys maybe know, cefinamide. So I had a basically it was a neurology project. So the effect of cefinamide drug in rats. Rats also, or SG rats. There are many varieties of rats.
Sprague Dolly.
Mine one was SG rat. So in the effect of cefinamide drug in the SG rats after the stroke surgery. There's a surgery which I used to do in rats. Firstly, I just perform a surgery in rats. I induce brain stroke in the rats. After that, I'll just give them medication that is cefinamide, and I'll just see what the drug is doing in that. Although cefinamide has their therapeutic applications, but I just want to explore whether that cefinamide drug can cure the specific stroke which I've induced in that rat or not. So that was the part of the
And
thesis.
let me
That
tell
was
you,
the
the
thesis.
stroke surgery models, whether it is global or focal, cerebral ischemia is very difficult surgery model. So hats off.
Yeah, yeah. It is very difficult. The mortality rate in that stroke model was very high.
Yeah,
So you have to undergo. I have undergo surgery of hundreds of
Hello.
lot
rats.
of.
Like we have to kill them. So it's a part of surgery.
Hello.
Then there's a question from
Yeah.
Ujjwal Kumar. After MSc in medical pharmacology, what type of job roles do we get? Toxicologist, pharmacovigilance department, or any other?
Pharmacovigilance department is a very good option. Toxicology didn't explore that much. Actually, a few of my friends are in some good companies like WNS and many other. They are doing job as a medical affairs. They are getting job in medical affairs department. Some are doing as a pharmacovigilance, yeah, as you said. So there are many other options, but I didn't explore their options because I just got admission in my PhD after my masters. So for me, I just wanted to pursue my career more academically. But for you guys, after master, if you want to see, you can go for SD, senior demonstrator. Also, that's a very good career choice, I must say. So there are many other options after master, but I just suggest if you had done the masters now, you have done at least 30% of the journey, and after your PhD now, you'll get a very decent job, and you'll not regret, because guys, till 30 or 32 of the age now, you have time to build the career. Do not settle for less. Why to settle for less? If you have a good financial background, you have a good back, you have a good parent support, you should just go on, because in the end you must have your friends who have completed, or you who would be doing PhD or so many other decent degrees and jobs they would be doing. They may have been settled quite late from you, but you will regret why you will settle so early. What's the need of that? Complete your education. I have seen the professors of AIMS Delhi who are still studying. So don't settle for less in your life. You don't know how much potential you have in yourself, how much you can go, up. So don't settle for less, in my point of view.
The next question is by
Ma'am,
Chirag Satija.
ma'am,
Sachin, just a minute. We can take up your question. We have the sequence. One question is
Oops.
from Chirag Satija. PhD of how many years? 3 or 5 years?
Guys, 3 years, it's nearly
You.
impossible to complete your PhD in 3 years. In 3 years, you just get to know, okay, this is my guide, how is his nature, how much mood swings he has. So,
Mm.
3 years, it's nearly next to impossible. In 5 years, you will be able to, but guys, beware. There are many students who have completed their PhD in 6 or 7 years. So, be prepared for that also. It depends upon you. Many of you are girls here, okay. Your parents have decided, so that let's get you married in your PhD. During your PhD, you must need a 1 year break now, or 6 months break. That would be counted there. You will get the break and that would be counted in your PhD. Or maybe there's some circumstances that you have to drop. You can't continue your PhD, then you'll get the break. So you can take the break in between your PhD, that would be counted. So the result is your PhD would be of 6 or 7 years. So this is the thing. So it's nearly impossible, very nearly impossible for someone to complete their PhD in 3 years, until or unless your guide is very dear to you and you are very dear to him. This is the only case you can complete your PhD in 3 years. But according to me, if you want a very good thesis, very good, you want
Mm.
something very good projects, you should make it at least 4 or 5
4
years.
years, absolutely. Even in NIPER, we have
Yeah.
very 4 years is the basic. उसके नीचे किसी को नहीं जाने देते.
उसके needs, it's not possible ना. It's nearly
But
next to
just
impossible.
one person, he did his work in 3.5 years and he got his postdoctorate as an industrial person in Johnson and Johnson, US. So वो करके गए हमारे Somalia sir करके को. So he went to Johnson and Johnson as industrial postdoctor.
hello, Payam.
Maybe
Hello,
Right.
hello,
Then, yeah,
Payam.
Abhishek sir, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Great, great, sir, great. Another person from Ames. Yeah, Abhishek sir, please go ahead. Do you have any queries to ask?
I want to add,
Yeah, please, please, please go ahead.
like one question. One student have asked that what are the opportunities after masters?
Right.
So I can tell that many positions, like recently in Ayurved, Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Science, they have advertised assistant research officer position. In that they have only asked in eligibility, they have only asked about students who have done their
Mhm.
masters in pharmacology. They can apply for that. And
Correct.
recently ICMR has also advertised
Yeah.
scientist position in which only master's student can apply.
Right. And
Means
Abhishek sir, if I'm
masters is
not
the
wrong,
minimum.
you have also qualified CCRAS, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's great. So, just an introduction of Abhishek sir. He's pursuing his PhD in ocular pharmacology from Ames, Delhi. So, thank you, sir, for joining. It's really a great surprise to see you in the session.
Yeah. Actually, I was bit busy. That's why I haven't joined earlier.
Right,
So
right, no issues. We
mm,
already have Vanshika ma'am with us who's guiding us throughout. Um,
okay.
so yeah, thank you very much for that guidance, the special ICMR openings and CCRS openings that you mentioned about with the students.
Yeah. And also what Vanshika has added now that you can also apply for senior demonstrator post after your
Yeah, senior
PhD.
demonstrator.
After MSc medical pharmacology also you can apply in that.
All right. Okay, after MSc medical pharmacology, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, and there's one
Apart
Ma'am, I
from
question.
had a doubt.
Who has a
I
doubt?
have a doubt.
Who has a doubt?
Ma'am, can I speak? Like,
Yeah, please speak. Please speak. Please go ahead. Please
yes,
speak.
ma'am, you mentioned about pursuing your PhD degree. So, as a student who will who will study the final year, I'm right now in my third year. I have almost completed my third year, and I'm going to like complete my final year as well. So I'm thinking to pursue masters. So is it like necessary to do PhD also? Because B Pharm का 4 साल हो जाता है, masters भी, और अगर MBA भी करना होगा उसके बाद PhD करने का जरूरत है, and या फिर उतना जरूरत नहीं है, और and if yes, what are the specific career roles? Like अगर इधर जाना है तो ही PhD करना होगा वरना नहीं. Could you elaborate on that topic?
Unfortunately, ma'am has network issues and she has left during the session itself. She's rejoining. Till then, Abhishek sir, have you heard the question? If you would like to cater to that question, that would be great.
Please repeat what you have asked. Please repeat.
Sir, I'm asking that PhD karna is important or it is not important if a person is pursuing B
It's your
Farm, M
see,
Farm.
see, it's your
Yeah,
personal
because I
choice.
think right,
It's your
right.
personal choice, but there are many options which are directly available after your masters also. There is lack of awareness only that's why people are not able to explore opportunities.
And let me tell
Like
you that Abhishek sir, he has done his masters also from NIPER and now PhD from AIMS. So two of the premium elite institutes where he is completing his education from and his research areas from. So definitely, if you associate your name with some good institutes, renowned institutes, that's going to be beneficial. Doing PhD SE randomly, distant from just degree ke khatir, from just for the sake of degree, that's useless. I don't feel it's good to pursue a PhD randomly from 3 year, 4 year, anywhere. कि भाई जल्दी PhD के करने की खातिर कर लो. That is useless, I feel.
Right, right.
Okay, there are a lot of questions here. Abhishek sir, do you have any idea about MBA? We have one question from Aditya with respect to executive MBA.
MBA, yeah, like MBA. All again, if you do MBA, then you have good opportunities in sales and consultancies. Obviously, they offer great package, but again, it's your interest only. That if you are interested in research, then you can do PhD or masters or PhD. If you are interested in MBA or if you are interested in sales, then you can join MBA.
Okay.
It's up to your interest what you wish.
Hi Abhishek sir, this is Aditya.
Hello.
Actually, I want to confirm my question. I have
Mhm.
completed my MBA and I am currently working as a data analyst. I was thinking
Okay.
about to pursuing an executive MBA going forward. So, do you have any suggestion or ideas regarding this? I would really appreciate for your guidance.
Like MBA, I do not have much knowledge about in that respective field, but I think getting this is certification course. What you have
No, no, no.
added.
Executive MBA
It's a,
is difference differ from normal MBA.
Uh, Sorry, this I do
basically.
not have much idea about this.
Okay, okay, no worries.
Mhm.
Sir, I have a query, sir.
Yes, yes.
So Abhishek sir, ma'am is a dean at SM VC College and she's the dean in Pondicherry Pharmaceutical College. So Abhishek sir, please you can answer the query. Yeah, ma'am, please go ahead with your question.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Good
Hello,
evening.
sir. Sir, good evening, sir. So, thing is what? See, past in my academic career, I have seen multiple of times. Yeah, after completion of B pharmacy, M pharmacy of multiple disciplines, we will be choosing based upon our interest of criteria. The
Yeah.
thing is what? Whenever you see in JRF or CSRF or ICMR, what you say, in
Mm-hmm.
multiple of this central institutions, they used to take only a M-Pharm pharmacology or M-Pharm chemistry.
Yeah, yeah. They take this because ICMR is more aligned towards biomedical research,
Hmm.
and pharmacology is somewhat similar to that field. So that's why they only take this
The
M-Pharm
thing
pharmacology
is,
people.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, because whenever they keep for any protocol, any procedures, that is a project, whatever they say for JRF or SRF, they keep
Mm-hmm.
that topic related to the pharmacology and chemistry.
Yeah, yeah.
So the thing is what my doubt is multiple of disciplines like analytical department and then activities department, multiple of department. Very rarely we are getting this kind of opportunities in ICM or CSI, everything else. So any
See,
other links are there
in
in what
in
some other?
ICMR also the lab which is focusing on analytical partner in that this chemistry this chemistry or medicinal chemistry, they take that person individual.
Yeah,
You
that's
have you
rarely,
have to
sir.
focus.
Yeah,
Uh,
rarely are getting. Any other link out there, sir, apart from this, apart from ICM or any other links are there where students can able to get
like
ideas?
see, contractual, like temporary positions are many, but permanent positions are limited. Like on temporary positions like JRF, SRF, RA, project research scientist. In these people can apply, but again, these are temporary posts, only 3 to 4 years, depending on project duration. If you have to apply for permanent position, then you have to do your masters in basically. If you have pharmacology, if you have pharmacology background, then it would be great benefit for you because ICMR is more aligned towards biomedical research, and that's why they are taking pharmacology people and
Yes,
And
sir.
somewhere biotech people also, biopharm,
Right.
biotech people.
And in
So
addition
is
to
it?
that, a lot of institutes like ICER, NAVI, INST, and all, they have these contractual positions for 1 2 years where they have the students, and if they perform well, if they really excel in whatever they're doing, they convert that into a PhD project as well, provided it's funded. So, malab, it's rare, of course, as Abhishek sir said, that these are very temporary posts, these are contractual, but some many a times these get converted into a PhD as well. So they can go for ICER, NAVI, INST, some top institutes.
Yes,
I
sir, yes,
think
sir. That's the thing. A kind notification to you, Prayam sir. Regarding this kind of link, also, if you have a note on this, further for future purpose, also students can able to attend this kind of seminars like
sure.
after completion of B Pharmacy, this kind of integrated PG
Right.
with a PhD programs. If you give this kind of awareness,
Absolutely.
it will be helpful for us. Sir.
Yes, yes, we'll
I
be
also want
conducting
to add
sessions. Yeah, yeah,
one
please.
point. Like I don't know many of you are aware or not. Uh, MPharm people can also apply for PhD in ISC Bengaluru. You know,
Yeah,
do
Yeah.
you know
recently
about
we
it?
have heard about that one, but we don't know the pathway, sir. We have heard about that.
Pathways, pathways only you have to qualify GPAD.
Mm.
Okay, sir.
After masters, you can directly apply in
Hmm.
that ISC Bangalore. I know one
Yeah.
of my friend is doing PhD from there. He has done his post graduation in from Naipur Ahmedabad. He has done his post
Same
Kindly,
graduation
here.
from.
kindly, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, kindly this kind of link, please put it in the group, sir. Prayam, sir, please, sir. We are
yeah,
requesting
definitely.
you.
Yes, yes, no issues. We'll
This kind
definitely
of
put it
support
in the
we
group.
need more. Thank you, sir. He's giving me a good. He's giving a good, nice interactions.
Yeah, Abhishek sir is really very. I'll tell you that I was very happy the moment he joined the session because he has a lot of insights and wisdom with respect to research. So I had a chance to speak to him as well. So I am very happy that he's there for the session to guide students. Abhishek sir, अगर आप आ ही गए तो थोड़ी देर और रुक जाइए. Few more queries if you can answer if you are not in a hurry.
हाँ,
All right. So we have one from Padmakar Tiwari. Where do we have better opportunities for PhD in India or abroad in foreign countries? Please share some example of your colleagues as well, if possible.
Obviously, abroad is very good because they it is having good funding there. But again, getting PhD position in abroad is a bit difficult.
Right.
And also, many countries are restricting like limited seat positions. Like they are hiring Indians uh, very in limited number because due to
Right.
that, US Donald Trump has some restrictions in
Yeah, the
visas and all,
visa.
na.
Yeah, right.
So based on that, very less
And
abroad opportunities. But
absolutely.
in India, there are many good institutions you can apply.
And scholarships भी fully funded जो Fulbright fellowship है, Marie Curie scholarship है, ये बहुत कम मिलती है, बहुत rarely if you have good publication with good impact factor. And mostly India में
Exactly.
masters में इतना नहीं कोई निकालता पेपर इतने 8 9 impact factor. Very rare I have seen someone doing that.
Exactly.
Siraz Ingle is asking, I have given GPAT this year, but I failed by 7 marks. Sorry to hear that, Siraj. I have 170 marks, so next year I want to give GPAT and I will do it for NIPER PhD. So by doing NIPER PhD, does the package size increase? पहले आपको मास्टर्स करना पड़ेगा ना सैराज अगर आपका जीपैट नहीं या आपका मास्टर्स हुआ है योर क्वेश्चन इज आपको समझा अभिषेक सर व्हाट इज ही ट्राइंग टू आस्क
What he's asking, sir,
It's-
I have given. Wait.
Sir, can I speak?
yeah
You
please
can
speak
speak.
please speak yeah
Sir, what happened? I am a fourth year student and I have given this year GPAT, but due to 7 months I have failed. And I am studying for now BPV CET. Bharati Vidyapit CET.
Yeah.
And by doing young farm only, I will going to do the GPAT, and after qualifying GPAT, I will working for for DI and for NIPER PhD.
इतनी जगह पैर रखा है, ड्रग इंस्पेक्टर भी, पीएचडी भी, मास्टर्स भी, कैसे मैनेज होगा? चलो अभिषेक सर, यू बेटर टू आंसर।
देखो, अगर आपको सब कुछ करना है तो फिर उसके लिए सबसे बेटर ऑप्शन ये है कि आप एक एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशन ज्वाइन करो। वहां पे बच्चों को पढ़ाते पढ़ाते आपको खुद एक्सपोजर हो जाएगा, पढ़ाई भी होगी आपकी, तो फिर आप लॉन्ग रन में आप ड्रग इंस्पेक्टर की प्रिपरेशन वगैरह कर सकते हो, गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हो।
ओके सर, एक बात और पूछनी थी कि यंग फॉर्म करते करते अगर मैं जीपीएट देता हूँ, क्वालिफाई हो जाता हूँ, तो फिर नाइपर पीएचडी के लिए तो फिर मैं मतलब क्वालिफाई हूँ वो करने के लिए। तो नाइपर पीएचडी की मतलब नाइपर पीएचडी और नाइपर में कुछ डिफरेंस होता है क्या?
नाइपर में कुछ डिफरेंट होता है। ऑफ कोर्स नाइपर हैज अ टोटली डिफरेंट रिसोर्सेज, फैकल्टी प्रोफाइल दैट यू गेट प्रोबेबली, और इंस्टीट्यूट का आई कैन नॉट कमेंट, बट आई कैन टेल यू अबाउट नाइपर, आपकी पर्सनालिटी बदल जाएगी वहां जाकर। दैट इज समथिंग दैट आई कैन गारंटी अबाउट मोहाली एंड हैदराबाद फॉर श्योर। अदर नाइपर्स आर ऑल्सो इक्वली, बिकॉज हर जगह फैकल्टी इज हायरिंग, इट्स अ गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट, तो ऐसी कोई रैंडम जाके वहां नहीं बैठ सकता, राइट? एवरीवन हैज अ ग्रेट प्रोफाइल बाय विच दे एंटर, सो definitely it's
And
a good
after PhD sir in NIPER, after PhD in NIPER,
after PhD in
तो हमें
NIPER,
क्या मतलब यस यस, तो क्या बदल सकता है मेरा? जॉब बदल जाएगा या फिर
there are technical assistant, lot of jobs like research associate RA, so you can there are a lot of people जो NIPER से डॉक्टरेट करते हैं और अभी वहीं पे एज अ टेक प्रोजेक्ट साइंटिस्ट है, एज अ टेक्निकल रिसर्च एसोसिएट है, बहुत सारे प्रोफाइल जॉब रोल्स होते हैं वहां पे, तो गाइड खुद ही अपने लैब में ले लेता है उन्हें। लॉट ऑफ पीपल आउट देयर।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
Yeah, welcome. Abhishek sir, we have one more question. Just a minute. Question चला गया मैं। हाँ, how qualifying NIPER plays an important role in career?
ज्वाइनिंग नाइपर इज इटसेल्फ अ ग्रेट अचीवमेंट। अगर आप नाइपर ज्वाइन करते हैं तो आपको सबसे पहली बात तो जो कल्चर मिलता है, सीखने को जो मिलता है, और सबसे पहली बात जो डाइवर्सिटी मिलती है, उस डाइवर्सिटी से जो आपके कनेक्शंस बनते हैं, वो कनेक्शन आपके लाइफ टाइम काम आते हैं। आपको महाराष्ट्र से मिलेंगे, आपको केरला से मिलेंगे, आपको ऑल ओवर इंडिया के
आपके
स्टूडेंट्स मिलते हैं।
सर नाइपर हाजीपुर में भी आपके पास होंगे ना बहुत सारे अलग अलग डाइवर्स?
हाँ, तो नाइपर में आपको डाइवर्सिटी मिलती है, सबसे कुछ ना कुछ सीखने को मिलता है, सबके एक्सपीरियंस काम आते हैं, और वो फिर लाइफ टाइम वो कनेक्शंस काम आते हैं। तो किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में जाओगे वहाँ पे नाइपर का बंदा तो रहेगा ही, नाइपर का एलुमनाई रहेगा, वो आपकी कहीं ना कहीं हेल्प करेगा ही। नाइपर इज इटसेल्फ अ ग्रेट
इट्स अ ब्रांड।
ब्रांड इन फार्मा फील्ड। तो एक बार नाइपर आ जाओ, उसके बाद तो लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी आपकी।
Deepika Meena has a question. I am a B Farm student in third year. Should I do internship in AIMS, which is paid, in any specialization like material vigilance and pharmacovigilance?
इंटर्नशिप के लिए यहाँ पे मुश्किल है थोड़ा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे इंटर्नशिप उसी को अलाउ करते हैं ये लोग जिनका एम्स के साथ एमओयू साइंड है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, एम्स के अलावा आप और भी डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट में अप्लाई कर सकते हो, जैसे आईसर और आईआईसीबी। आईआईसीबी में तो बहुत सारी
ICB तो
इंटर्नशिप्स आती रहती हैं।
बहुत आती है उसमें, अभी एक मेरे फ्रेंड लगे उसमें।
हाँ, और सीडीआरआई में आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो इंटर्नशिप के लिए। सीडीआरआई, सीमैप, ये जितने भी रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट है यहाँ पे अप्लाई कर सकते हो आप।
मेडिसिनल एंड एरोमेटिक प्लांट्स वाला सीमैप जो इंस्टीट्यूट बोला सर ने, जिनको नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स कोग्नोसी एक वो करता है, दे मस्ट गो टू सीमैप एंड इट्स अ वंडरफुल इंस्टीट्यूट। शिवानी शनोक का एक क्वेश्चन है, which specialization is good in M farms is what she has to ask.
अगेन इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर इंटरेस्ट। आपने सपोज करो आपको पसंद है नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स, आप उसमें अच्छा कर सकते थे, लेकिन आपने ब्रांच गलत चूज कर ली अपने फ्यूचर में, तो फिर आप अच्छा कर ही नहीं पाओगे, क्योंकि आपका पैशन इसमें है ही नहीं, आप जबरदस्ती इसमें आ गए हो। तो इसलिए अगर आप कोई आपका इंटरेस्ट जिस पे है, जो भी ब्रांच आपको पसंद है, वो ब्रांच चूज करो, रेदर देन जो फेमस ब्रांच है उसमें। आप जिस ब्रांच में अच्छा कर सकते हो, अपने आप पे बिलीफ रखो, आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो।
पद्माकर तिवारी का एक क्वेश्चन है, विच ऑप्शन इज बेटर टू गेन एक्सपीरियंस इन अ पर्टिकुलर फील्ड और गो फॉर हायर स्टडीज एंड एम फॉर बेटर पोजीशंस?
जैसे कि मैंने बोला, मास्टर्स के बाद भी आप बहुत कुछ अचीव कर सकते हो। और लाइफ में बेसिकली स्किल्स मैटर करती है। अगर आप जरूरी नहीं, अगर आप मास्टर्स किए हो, आपके पास स्किल्स है, तो भी आप लॉन्ग रन में अच्छा कर जाओगे। तो
एब्सोल्युटली।
दैट डजंट मैटर। डिग्री
एंड यू नो स्किल
मैटर
से
करती है,
मुझे
लेकिन उससे ज्यादा स्किल मैटर करती है।
याद है, मैंने अभिषेक सर की एक लिंक्डइन पोस्ट देखी थी जहां पे उन्होंने शायद माइक्रोस्कोप का कुछ तो था, मैंने इमेजेस देखी थी आपका सर्टिफिकेशन, तो स्किल्स वो हमेशा डेवलप करते रहते हैं। ऐसे नहीं कि जस्ट प्रेजेंटिंग योर पोस्टर्स, लर्निंग न्यू थिंग्स, लाइक आई थिंक सो आपने कोई ओमिक्स पे भी कुछ करा था, राइट? इफ आई एम नॉट
हाँ
रॉन्ग,
हाँ हाँ।
समथिंग ऑन जीन एक्सप्रेशन और समथिंग लाइक दैट। तो स्किल्स आपको डेवलप करती रहनी है, कभी भी रुकना नहीं है। स्किल ऐसी चीज है जो बढ़ती जाएगी, एक्सपांड होती जाएगी। यू हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स। देवी शंकर का क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट इफ वी हैव मल्टीपल डोमेन इंटरेस्ट लाइक कोलोजी स्टैटिस्टिक्स?
दो दो नाव पे आप कैसे चढ़ सकते हो एक साथ?
मैं यही बोलने
आपको
वाला था,
स्पेशलाइजेशन
दिस इज रॉन्ग।
आपको स्पेशलाइजेशन आगे चल के एक ही चूज करनी पड़ेगी। दो जगह पे कैसे जा सकते हो आप?
प्राची पटेल इज आस्किंग अबाउट एमटेक अपॉर्चुनिटीज। सो एमएस, एमफार्म, एमटेक भी होता है।
एमटेक बायोफार्मास्यूटिकल्स में होता है, जो कि आने वाले टाइम में बहुत अच्छी फील्ड है। बायो मतलब फार्मेसी में ये बूमिंग फील्ड है, आप इसको चूज कर सकते हो, क्योंकि आने वाला टाइम बायोसिमिलर्स बायोलॉजिक्स का है। तो आप एमटेक चूज करके भी आगे बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो। स्पेशली R&D, जैसे कि भारत बायोटेक और जितने भी डिफरेंट
सीरम
सीरम,
इंस्टीट्यूट।
जितने वैक्सीन इंस्टीट्यूट हैं, वैक्सीन जो कंपनीज हैं, सीरम जैसे सीरम वो है, उसमें आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हो। बहुत अच्छा है इसको।
एमटेक इस
अपस्ट्रीम डाउनस्ट्रीम प्रोसेसिंग वगैरह है उसमें।
बायो प्रोसेसिंग में भी है एमटेक, एंड एमटेक आप मेडिकल डिवाइसेस में भी कर सकते हो। फ्रॉम आईआईटी में है, बहुत सारे हैं जो बायोमेडिकल इंजीनियरिंग वगैरह में होता है। सो इट्स बेसिकली मोर इंडस्ट्री ओरिएंटेड कोर्स। एम फार्म इज मोर ऑफ अ रिसर्च और ओरिएंटेड, इंडस्ट्री ओरिएंटेड ज्यादा एमटेक कोर्सेज होते हैं। तो वहां पे आप मोस्टली यू लर्न ऑफ इंडस्ट्री स्किल्स। सो वहां पे जैसे सर ने कहा कि आप बायोलॉजिक्स पर्पल बुक, आप, हाँ सर ने फाइनली ऑन कर दिया वीडियो। सो यू हैव अ पर्पल बुक। तो आपकी ऑरेंज बुक जैसे जेनरिक की होती है, वैसे पर्पल बुक होती है बायोसिमिलर्स बायोलॉजिक्स की। सो डेफिनेटली आप उसको भी रेफर करें। कैन वी गेट अभिषेक सर्स लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल? यस अपरिजिता, आप अभिषेक तिवारी टाइप करिए, बहुत सारे नोटिस उसमें दिया होगा, CCRAS1 एम्स फार्माकोलॉजी दिया, इतना लंबा सा बड़ा सा डिस्क्रिप्शन होगा बट ऑफ अचीवमेंट्स, वही उनकी प्रोफाइल है। आई डोंट थिंक मुझे आपको लिंक भी देने की जरूरत है, आपको मिल ही जाएगी, या तो मेरे म्यूचुअल्स में भी आप वहां से भी दे सकते हैं। What skills we need to learn to enter regulatory affairs? Shruti Batra has a question, sir. RA में जाने के लिए कोई अगर skills, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन तो सबसे पहला है, आपको CTD DMF।
डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, हाँ, ये इसका नॉलेज रहना चाहिए आपको। गाइडलाइंस, जो डिफरेंट गाइडलाइंस हैं, उस पर थोड़ा सा कमांड रखना है आपको। USFDA गाइडलाइंस क्या हैं, और डिफरेंट डिफरेंट गाइडलाइंस, रिपोर्टिंग गाइडलाइंस क्या होती है, वो फोकस करना पड़ेगा आपको, स्किल सीखनी पड़ेगी।
कैफ अहमद जहीर अहमद का सवाल है, मास्टर्स इन फार्माकोलॉजी के बारे में थोड़ा बताएं सर।
मास्टर्स इन फार्माकोलॉजी तो बहुत अच्छी फील्ड है। आप इसको चूज करोगे तो आपकी लाइफ में, मतलब आप फिर मेडिकल फील्ड के साथ compete कर सकते हो, मेडिकल फील्ड में आ सकते हो। इसलिए फार्माकोलॉजी तो हमेशा से बेटर ब्रांच रही है। फार्माकोलॉजी से था तभी तो मैं आज एम्स पहुंच पाया।
बिल्कुल। एंड जो जो इनकी जर्नी रही है ना, एक बड़े इंस्टीट्यूट से दूसरे बड़े इंस्टीट्यूट में आपने शायद बीच में टीचिंग भी करी है, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग,
हाँ हाँ,
मैंने
1 साल
देखा
मेरा
था।
टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस है असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर का।
बताइए, तो दैट इज एन अमेजिंग, लाइक सोने पे सुहागा हो गया कि एक टीचिंग भी है और प्लस एक प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूट में एंट्री भी हो गई। अब कह सकते हैं कि भाई
फार्माको
ऑक्यूलर, ऑक्यूलर में है ना, ऑक्यूलर
हाँ
फार्माकोलॉजी।
हाँ हाँ, फार्माकोलॉजी ओके।
एक और
मास्टर्स के
क्वेश्चन।
बाद भी आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो। मास्टर्स फार्माकोलॉजी के बाद भी बहुत सारी अच्छे स्कोप्स हैं, अगर आप अवेयर हो थोड़ा सा बस। बहुत जगह पे रिसर्च असिस्टेंट, अभी
हम्म।
जैसे रिसेंटली AIMS-CRE में भी वैकेंसी आई थी ना, वहाँ पे बोला था ये रिसर्च असिस्टेंट की वैकेंसी आई थी उसमें।
हाँ।
पाश्चर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंडिया में लेवल लेवल 6 की
कॉनॉट।
पोजीशन।
हम्म।
वहाँ पे भी मास्टर्स मांगा था, मास्टर्स फार्माकोलॉजी।
एमफार्म फार्माकोलॉजी अगर आप करते हैं ना, तो आपके पास बहुत सारे, मैं लोग कहते हैं स्टैटिस्टिक्स करो मास्टर्स में, आप FND R&D QA QC, बट कोलॉजी के बाद भी बहुत है। जैसे अभिषेक सर ने कहा, एक चीज मिसिंग है, वो है अवेयरनेस। इतनी सारी चीजें दैट यू कैन डू, पीवी, सीडीएम, सीआर, आप कितनी फील्ड में जा सकते हो, आरए आफ्टर द मास्टर्स. Sushanta has a question, Abhishek sir. For full-time PhD, which institute is good and stipend? Which institute has a good stipend? For NIPER, PhD posts are very less. So can you suggest some other institute with good stipend?
Other institutes, like you can choose BITS. BITS is also a very good institute. Again, BITS में बहुत सारे exchange programs हैं PhD में. आप
हाँ,
वो चूज कर सकते हो.
जर्मनी, आपको
जर्मनी,
बाहर भेज
RMIT
देते हैं,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया.
दुबई के साथ. तो आप बिट्स भी चूज कर सकते हो. बिट्स भी अच्छा है, वहाँ पे स्टाइपेंड भी अच्छी है, 37,000. जैसे जो एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम्स हैं वहाँ पे 3 इयर्स आपको इंडिया में रहना है, 1 ईयर आपको ऑस्ट्रेलिया या फिर जर्मनी ऐसे चूज कर सकते हो आप. तो यहाँ पे 3 ईयर आपको इंडिया की फेलोशिप मिलेगी, 1 साल आपको ऑस्ट्रेलियन करेंसी में वहाँ पे उसकी फेलोशिप मिलेगी. तो ये भी एक बेटर ऑप्शन है. नाइपर का क्या है कि नाइपर में थोड़ी सी फीस ज्यादा है, तो ये थोड़ा सा
थोड़ी
एक
सी नहीं, काफी
ड्रॉबैक है.
ज्यादा है. मतलब आपका जो स्टाइपेंड
हाँ.
आता है 37 था, JRF हो SRF हो कुछ भी हो, आसपास ही
हम्म
42,000, वो बहुत ज्यादा फीस में चले जाता है. बिल्कुल, ये पॉइंट
हम्म
अभिषेक सर ने सही कहा. दैट्स द रीजन मैं भी अभी पीएचडी का अप्लाई कर रहा था. मैंने नाइपर का फॉर्म ही नहीं भरा बिकॉज आई थॉट कि कहीं और बेटर जाते. अब नाइपर का टेस्ट तो चख लिया. तो
बिल्कुल
डेफिनेटली.
बिल्कुल. और बहुत सारे, जैसे आपको पता है कि आप CDRI में भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो एज ए PhD, GPAT के स्कोर पे, ACSIR के थ्रू.
अच्छा,
हम्म.
बट उनको
तो वहाँ पे भी
सीएसआर
फीस
नेट निकालना पड़ेगा ना, कि सिर्फ जीपैट के बेसिस पे ही निकल सकते हैं.
जरूरी नहीं है, सिर्फ GPAT के
अच्छा,
बेस पे भी आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो,
अच्छा,
वहाँ पे मिल सकता है.
लव. ये तो
बट
मुझे भी
अगेन
अभी
वहाँ
पता
पे थोड़ा
चला.
सा, हाँ,
ये चीज.
रेफरेंस थोड़ा सा मैटर करता है, बट अगेन यू कैन गेट. हाँ, ACSIR के थ्रू आप कर सकते हो अप्लाई.
आचल
So I
वर्मा,
have a doubt.
यस
प्लीज गो
यस.
अहेड. किसका डाउट है?
So my doubt is regarding the internship जो आपने कहा था. So like internship जैसे बहुत सारे domains में कर सकते हैं, एक industry based कर सकते हैं, एक research based कर सकते हैं, right? So many of my teachers in my universities used to say कि देखो इंडस्ट्री में इंटर्नशिप मत करो, मतलब ऐसा वो लोग खड़ाई करके रखेंगे एज यू आर बी फार्म स्टूडेंट, यू हैव नॉट डन मच. लाइक स्पेसिफिकली इफ यू आर लुकिंग फॉर इंटर्नशिप इन बी फार्म, तो वो लोग ऐसे नहीं ही देते कंपनीज. तो दे आर सेइंग कि ऑप्ट फॉर रिसर्च बेस्ड इंटर्नशिप या फिर ऐसा. तो क्या मतलब करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए कि इंटर्नशिप मतलब just for experience go for 1 month, otherwise learn skills at a faster pace and all? What's your take on that?
आई थिंक इंटर्नशिप करना चाहिए उसको. उसके उससे क्या होता है कि आपको स्किल्स कम टाइम में थोड़ा बहुत बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा, और फिर आप अगर आगे रिसर्च में आना, अगर आप बैचलर्स में हो तो आगे आपको पता चलेगा कि हाँ, आप मास्टर्स में किस डोमेन में काम कर सकते हो. आपको आपका थोड़ा एक माइंड थोड़ा सा खुल जाएगा, थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करने का आपको मौका मिलेगा.
So like industry based or research based?
Sir, she's asking industry based या research based.
अगेन फिर वो आपका इंटरेस्ट डिपेंड करता है कि आगे आपको PhD करनी है, मास्टर्स करना है, क्या करना है. इंडस्ट्री में जाना है तो इंडस्ट्रियल बेस्ड इंटर्नशिप, और अगर रिसर्च में रहना है तो कोई रिसर्च लैब ज्वाइन करो, किसी गाइड से कम्युनिकेट करो, फिर उसके बाद आप इंटर्नशिप
मैं
करो.
आपको इंडस्ट्री का एक बेटर फैक्ट बताता हूँ माय डियर. अगर आप जाएगी, मैं गया था 1 महीना, वहां कुछ नहीं करवाते, बस बैठा के आपको उनका SOP पढ़वाएंगे, रीड द स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर्स, दैट्स इट, द डॉक्यूमेंट. नो हैंड्स ऑन प्रैक्टिस,
Yes,
नो हैंड्स ऑन
exactly,
ट्रेनिंग,
sir.
प्रोवाइडेड आपका कोई रेफरेंस हो. तो करना ही है ना, तो
Right,
इससे अच्छा तो
right.
मैं कहूंगा एक बार हॉस्पिटल फार्मेसी में कर लो. वहां पे इन पेशेंट, आउट पेशेंट, ऑन्को फार्मेसी, सैटेलाइट फार्मेसी, कोई भी फार्मेसी में एटलीस्ट ड्रग्स याद हो जाएंगे एज अ बी फार्म. और सम स्किल बेस्ड जो सर ने कहा, जैसे MVPI, मल्टी विजिलेंस प्रोग्राम, और हेम विजिलेंस प्रोग्राम ऑफ इंडिया जो IPC है ना, वो निकालता है इंटर्नशिप्स आपकी बहुत सारी. सो आप उसमें अप्लाई कर सकते हो. और एक होता है प्री डॉक, ऐसा कोई अभिषेक सर करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, जैसा पोस्ट डॉक होता है वैसा कोई प्री डॉक करके भी कुछ आता है, जहां पे आपको प्री PhD ऐसा कुछ, जहां पे वो ट्रेनिंग देते हैं इंटर्नशिप की, जस्ट
इसका तो
आफ्टर
मुझे आइडिया
बैच.
नहीं है. इसका तो मुझे आइडिया
अच्छा,
नहीं, बट इसका मुझे आइडिया है कि ये अभी
हाँ,
IPC में रिसेंटली इंटर्नशिप
हाँ,
पोजीशंस आई थी, तो उसमें आप लोग.
डेफिनेटली. आई होप
इसके
पीयू
अलावा
दैट.
रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट्स बहुत सारे हैं, जैसे CDRI हो गया, वहाँ पे इंटर्नशिप पोजीशंस आती रहती हैं. THSTI एक फरीदाबाद में एक रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट है, ट्रांसलेशनल हेल्थ साइंस इंस्टीट्यूट है, रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट,
निमहैंस।
और हाँ निमहैंस है, और बहुत सारे ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूट हैं। आपको बस वही है कि थोड़ा अवेयर होना पड़ेगा इनकी साइट पे। बहुत सारे लोग तो साइट ही नहीं विजिट करते हैं, साइट विजिट करोगे आप तो पता चलेगा।
या एटलीस्ट टेलीग्राम ग्रुप्स भी आजकल, अभिषेक से मैं कहना चाहूंगा, इतने टेलीग्राम ग्रुप्स है जहाँ पे आपको अपडेट्स मिलते हैं ना पीएचडी इसके लिए, सब के लिए।
एग्जैक्टली।
आपको ज्वाइन होना चाहिए कम्युनिटीज में, आप लोग को थोड़ा सा विजिलेंट रहना चाहिए माय डियर, विद एस्पेक्ट टू दिस।
Okay, sir.
और
Thank you.
या वी जस्ट हैव 2 to 3 क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज सर का टाइम बहुत कीमती है, तो मैंने उनको बहुत रुकवा लिया है। सर क्विकली कैन वी हैव फ्यू लास्ट क्वेश्चंस वी कैन टेक अप, कोई अगर डाला हुआ है तो हम वही देख लेते हैं।
यस यस।
With respect to master's PhD, questions will be more entertaining. आकाश, M.Pharm फार्मास्यूटिकल केमिस्ट्री चूज प्रोजेक्ट, आपका क्या सवाल है माय डियर? क्वेश्चन आप प्लीज सही से लिखे थोड़ा सा, इट इज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडेबल। यहाँ के तो सारे हो गए। सो सर, अब तब तक आप थोड़ा सा बताएं आपकी लाइफ कैसी रही है इन एम्स दिल्ली। हाउ इज लाइफ ऑफ अ पीएचडी एस्पायरेंट? थोड़ा सा इफ यू कैन ब्रेक डाउन योर डे, योर इयर्स ऑफ जर्नी।
पीएचडी में यहाँ पे लाइफ थोड़ी सी हेक्टिक है, पूरा आपको आपकी खुद पूरी लैब आपको खुद संभालनी है, और यहाँ पे थोड़ा फ्रीडम ज़्यादा है काम करने का। लाइक
अच्छा।
कंपेयर टू नाइपर, नाइपर में बहुत सारे पीएचडी रहते हैं, यहाँ पे लिमिटेड पीएचडी हैं, तो आपको मतलब आप एक तरह से लीड कर सकते हो अपनी लैब को, या फिर होता नहीं है बहुत सारे यहाँ पे क्लिनिकल काम आते हैं, वो सब आपको खुद करना पड़ेगा, तो यहाँ पे सीखने को ज़्यादा कुछ है।
ओके, सो मतलब थोड़ा हेक्टिक है बट लर्निंग भी है।
हाँ, जिस पे प्रेशर रहेगा वही तो आगे बढ़ेगा, यही सीन है। जब तक प्रेशर नहीं तब तक फिर वही है। तो सही है
अच्छा।
यहाँ पे, मतलब प्रेशर है लेकिन सीखने को बहुत कुछ है, और यहाँ पे सबसे पहली बात आप इंटर डिपार्टमेंटल कोलैबोरेशन कर सकते हो, तो ये बेटर है आपके
हम्म।
लिए। और एम्स जो कहीं पे नहीं मिलता वो यहाँ मिलता है आपको, सब कुछ है यहाँ पे।
करेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली, एक गुड लाइफ है, भले ही दिल्ली कैसा भी जगह
हम्म।
हो, एयर इंडेक्स हाई हो, कुछ भी हो, बट आपको इंस्टीट्यूट से मतलब होना चाहिए माय डियर, शहर से नहीं। आप उस इंस्टीट्यूट में पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, वो इंस्टीट्यूट कैसा है, वहां का कल्चर कैसा है, दैट शुड बी इम्पोर्टेंट, द स्टेट
और
डजंट मैटर।
सबसे पहली बात, आपको किसी रिसर्च किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूट में, किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूट में आपको ऐसे ये फैसिलिटीज नहीं मिलेंगी जैसे यहाँ पे आपको सारी फैसिलिटीज। स्क्वैश, कोई छोटे से स्पोर्ट्स से लेके बड़े स्पोर्ट्स तक सबका क्लब है यहाँ पे। स्क्वैश कोई खेलना जानता है, ये उसका क्लब है यहाँ पे। और लॉन टेनिस उसका क्लब है। स्विमिंग पूल है यहाँ पे।
आप
जिम
आप
खाना है।
किस आप किस किस क्लब में है सर, ये बताए पहले।
मैंने तो अभी रिसेंटली स्विमिंग पूल ज्वाइन किया और जिम खाना
अच्छा
ज्वाइन करा है अभी।
अच्छा अच्छा, पूल काफी बड़ा है, जब मैं आया था मैंने देखा था, वही पूल ना
हम्म,
जो वो कैंटीन, आगे कैंटीन वाला रास्ते वाला।
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
बहुत बढ़िया पूल था वो तो। स्वाति हैज अ क्वेश्चन सर, हम वो क्वेश्चन लेके वी कैन वाइंड अप।
हम्म,
वुड
हम्म।
M.Pharm in pharmaceutical technology be better option in terms of job opportunities, or pursuing masters in pharmacology and pharmaceutics is a better choice? I'm interested in artificial intelligence and IT related white collar jobs. I do not want to go into core subjects of pharma. So can you suggest a path for me?
यस,
बहुत बड़ा
आर्टिफिशियल
क्वेश्चन।
इंटेलिजेंस आप चूज कर सकते हो, क्योंकि आने वाला टाइम क्या चल ही रहा है, जो टाइम ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का ही है। तो आप अगर इसमें एक बार मास्टरी कर लो और उसको थोड़ा फार्मा से लिंक करो, तो आप लॉन्ग रन में बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो।
डेटा साइंस, डेटा एनालिटिक्स,
हम्म,
बहुत सारे आईआईटी खड़गपुर हो गया, ये हो गया, रुड़की हो गया, वो आपका हो गया गलगोटिया वगैरह, खैर अब तो थोड़ा सा उसका नेम कंट्रोवर्सीज थी, बट लॉट ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूट जो एआई का आपको, जैसे ये जेमिनाई, ये क्या है, ये जो हम यहाँ यूज कर रहे हैं, ये नोट्स ले रहा है जो पूरे लेक्चर का, एआई है, पूरा मॉडल है, लैंग्वेज मॉडल है। सो डेफिनेटली यू कैन परस्यू इट योर करियर। All right, sir. So I think so we have covered all of the queries and doubts. Heartfelt gratitude and a big thank you to you, sir, because आपने आज इतने खूबसूरती से सारा का सारा हमारा स्टूडेंट्स का डाउट्स और क्वेरीज कंप्लीट कर लिए, और डेफिनेटली वंशिका मैम को जगह आपने, मतलब ऐसे कमी महसूस नहीं होने दी। सो रियली ग्रेटफुल फॉर योर टाइम। Audience, would you like to tell anything to sir before he ends about the session? आप type भी कर सकते हैं, you can mute and unmute and answer as well. For Abhishek sir, anything that you wish to tell?
एक लास्ट में ये कहूंगा कि
हाँ, कुछ कही
सबसे
दीजिए सर।
सबसे सबसे बड़ी इंसान में कमी होती है कि वो अपने आप पे बिलीव नहीं करता। एक बार आप बिलीव कर लो तो आप फिर आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, बस उस पर फोकस करके काम करते रहो बस।
Yes, of course, yes. Like Abhishek says, like a pickle for today. Today's menu for us. We have got a
Absolutely.
good. Yeah, yeah.
He's
We
like
have got
a
a good
surprise
taste.
element. We didn't expect him, and all of a sudden he came and blasted us with a lot of his wisdom.
Yeah,
So
everything complete with the pickle only. So finally, sir has given a good taste for us.
absolutely.
Thank you very much, sir.
थैंक यू मैम,
So
थैंक यू।
yeah, the next session, all of you, is going to be Abhishek sir. I'll send the certificate of appreciation to you at the end because this was an all of a sudden. So please pardon me for the inconvenience. My team will send
डोंट
it to
वरी।
you definitely after the session
एक्चुअली आई हैव
immediately.
जॉइंड अर्लियर बट आई वाज बिट बिजी, आई वाज इन लैब, दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव जॉइंड लेटर।
Okay, cool. So we all have another session by Dr. Tanya for IPR and patent writing. So all of you can join that session of intellectual property right and patent writing by Dr. Tanya, and she will be conducting the session at 8 p.m. So all of you, please be ready at 8 p.m. Looking forward to have you all. And that's the last session for today's boot camp. Tomorrow, फिर से the same thing from 10 a.m. We'll be starting with a lot of sessions out there, right from the I'll give you a quick brief. We have tomorrow Shubham Sharma is taking a lecture on pharma competitive examinations. We have Mr. Akash Verma on competitive intelligence and corporate classroom to corporate. We have Akshat Jain on artificial intelligence and prompt engineering. Mr. Vicky Dhakulkar for science, meeting the strategy. Dr. Pushpendra on pharma avenues in India. My own session will be there on profile optimization and LinkedIn building and Professor Sham Sundar Sharma's session on 11th May, which is Monday. So please note for down the remaining sessions post the Dr. Tanya's session. And of course, if you're looking out for courses, agar aapko courses chahiye like a personal guidance, so we have an entire coaching where we provide personal guidance. You can take a screenshot of this number. We provide you guidance. We have, if you're looking out for a coaching for bachelors, we have a coaching as well, which we run. If you're looking out for writing, scientific writing, review, research, अभी we all are getting breaks, right? हमारे bachelor's के बाद break आएगा 2 months, 3 months का. So value addition courses at rupees 349. Everything is at a very affordable cost. If you're preparing for drug inspector or other government exams, these are the credentials. Then we have courses for GPAT. Absolutely do share it with your colleagues preparing for GPAT, the most affordable booster crash course we have and skill development courses on pharmacovigilance, regulatory affairs, clinical research, clinical drug management, clinical data management, and medical science license, all at 1,000. Everything only for these boot camp attendees is at 1,000 rupees. Everything. So this is all going to be an investment for you for future courses. And yeah, that's it about me. So we have conducted more than 20 plus seminars over the world with a lot of winnings. And you can see these are some of my glimpses of awardees. These are my students who have excelled all over the world. We have a lot of students in Australia, Burj Khalifa in Dubai, Saudi, Oman, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Australia, Ireland. A lot of students out there, New Zealand, Africa, Nepal, Bangladesh. And these are the glimpses of our credentials. Do share, do connect to us via our Instagram account. This is the Instagram account. You can follow both of my accounts. You can download free material, free content study on SlideShare. Just type my name, Payam Vora. We can have it also on Google Scholar, ResearchGate, Academia, and we have a website. Do visit the website as well. This is my number and my mail ID. Prefer the mail ID to drop in your doubts. We have an app on Play Store, LinkedIn profile, YouTube building, as well as Scribe. So looking forward to have you all on board and hoping that you all have an amazing session tomorrow as well with us. Thank you so much for joining. See you all at 8 p.m. today. All the best to all of you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Thank
Hello,
you, sir.
Payam.
Yeah?
Hello.
Yes?
Payam, I had a great opportunity to meet your guide Sham Sundar sir today here
Yeah,
at AIMS.
he was in ISHR for AIMS. Absolutely, sir. Yeah, that's a great place. How was the experience, sir?
It was good.
It was good.
Actually, your many friends of yours have visited here today.